Alright, I think the microphone's working now. I just need to fix my microphone. It's a bit loud, I think. Take it from here. I think this microphone's better. Copy filters. Yeah, I think I'll just fix my microphone. It's a bit scuffed right now. Let's see the properties, filters. I'll just copy them really quick. Alright, almost there. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, just fixing the microphone just to make it sound a little bit better. Expander. Okay, almost there. Let's see. Alright, almost there. Okay, I think my microphone is good. Can also let me know if it's too loud. I can turn it down. Alright. And I think... let me turn it down a bit. Maybe that's better now. I hope so. Alright. I think everything is good now. The sound should be good as well. And we should be good to go. Alright. Let me just see what we need to do today. Let's see in the settings, just a second. Alright. I think everything's good now. I hope so. Alright, so today, let's see what we're going to do. I think today we're going to work on the recoil system for the game. Alright, I'm just fixing the volume for the microphone for the game, for the audio as well, for the music. Let's see. Let's change it a bit. Alright. We should be ready to go now, hopefully. Alright, so today what we're going to do, so far we have like a small shooter game here. And we can loot the weapon here, we can walk. So I made a bit of a sway system here where you can move around. And the weapon is swaying. So what we need to do now is we need to basically the recoil. So right now we can shoot, it goes up and down, but it's a bit scuffed right now. Alright, so I think the recoil system is something we need to finish today. Then everything should be good. So let us go ahead and do that now. Alright. I'm also going to put this on low so I can work a lot faster. I think it's taking a bit on performance when I play. Because I'm streaming as well, so it's taking up the performance. So the recoil system is something we need to be working on. Also the muzzle flash is not working properly right now. The shooting, so let's fix that as well. Just a second, guys. I'll be back. All right. So, all right. I think this is working now. So I need to just organize this a bit. All right. Let's organize this a bit. I think this is working. However, the muzzle flash is not following fully. So this one is working correctly. Let's organize this. All right. All right, so now we need to... So right now the muzzle flash is working. But it's a bit under the weapon because the weapon is like being pushed up by the recoil. So let's see how we can fix this. Basically the recoil is in the firing system here. I go up to the fire system. So here we have, whenever we fire, we have this recoil. And let's see what we can do about it. So we're basically doing some transform values and we're applying those to the animation blueprint. So the first person animation blueprint. We're doing some bone transform. And for the muzzle flash, let's actually see what I did previously. Spawn system attached. That's what we did. Oh, so for the location, we're not really picking out, but we're attaching basically this component. Let's see if we can. That works. So if we get the sockets. Oh, this gets the bone, basically. Get socket location, maybe we can use that one. Let's just see if it works, just a quick fix. Yeah, no, that goes all the way up there. Yeah, basically because it attaches and then it does this. What if you say, let's say spawn system at location instead? See if that works better. I know it's a mess right now, but I can always organize it a bit later. Yeah, it's basically the same result, not too much of a difference. Let's just reconnect all of this. All right. Let's see how we can fix the muzzle. Because this one is not following right now. I don't know if you can show it. Hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm making like a low poly shooter right now. Uh, Basically, I finished the weapon system and helo risk as well. So basically, just I finished like a swaying mechanic where the weapon moves from side to side when you walk, as well as when you move it around. And then the shooting system as well, but I need to fix the muzzle flash right now to be connected to the end of the gun here. And so just some small fixes I need to fix here. And right now I'm working on the recoil system. Let me just turn down the music a bit. Like this. Alright. Yeah, it's basically just a low poly shooter. I just need to fix the recoil right now and the muzzle flash for the gun. It basically looks like this here. Usually like with max settings, but I usually run it on low settings because it takes a lot when I'm streaming as well. But it looks better here with shadows and everything. So basically just a low poly shooter, and I need to fix I need to fix the recoil. That's what I'm working on right now. And also the muzzle flash. So that's basically where I'm at right now. Also for dropping weapons, this was the old system. So I loot the weapon, this is the new system. Yeah, it's actually multiplayer already if I play as 2 players. I'm just going to put it here on low settings just to make it run better on stream. So if I play here, and you can see the other player is here as well. That's actually on my second monitor here. So it is multiplayer already, and you can shoot and everything's working. But right now I'm just fixing basically. Thank you so much. I'm basically fixing. I almost just started actually like 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago. I need to fix the systems right now. So you can see the crouching is looking weird, the animation is weird, but not really worried about that right now. I'm just worried about the shooting right now. Like it feels good and all of that. So basically that's what I'm doing right now. So the shooting is where I'm at right now, and you can see the like when the weapon, you make the multiple settings with, yeah, everything is with Blueprint right now for this. So the whole game is Blueprint. Nothing is C++, like there's zero C++. So everything is Blueprint right now, both in the player, the controllers, and everything else. And also for the multiplayer, I'm going to use Epic Online Services, which allows like crossplay, so you can play from all of the other platforms as well. Yeah, so that's basically where I'm at right now. So right now I'm working on the recoil. So the recoil here in the firing system. Actually I did inside of I started it yesterday, like 30 minutes, and then I was tired. We'll make sure on how to make a shooter game. I already have one actually. Let's see here if I can find it for you. Pixelhelm.com. I already have one here. I actually changed the website. Gameinstruct.com if you want like any tutorials I've made. These are all the tutorials I've made, like on a shooter game, like beginner's course for Unreal Engine, how to make a 2D game, like clicker game, like a platformer RPG game, multiplayer, inventory system. So I've basically done a couple of them. But yeah, this shooter one is probably the biggest one I've made so far. On So you can visit here if you wish to. I don't know the Epic online service. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Like previously, I used the Steam sessions, advanced sessions. That's probably what most people use. Steam advanced sessions. Can I have the? Yeah, of course, of course. I forgot that you can send a link here. I'm basically a newbie at streaming. Here you go. And basically, people use Steam advanced sessions mostly. But I've used Epic Online Services as well. The problem is with advanced sessions is that you can't make a crossplay. So you can only have it on Steam. If you wish to have it on other platforms, you can't. So that's the problem. So I'm just going to add Epic Online Services. Basically made by Epic. And you can add it and have like crossplay and you can save on the cloud as well. So you can access your save if you're playing on, let's say, PlayStation or Xbox. You can access it as well on PC when you play on PC later on. So very good, but it's a bit more complex to use than advanced sessions. But basically that's what I'm going to use for this one. I've used it before. Not too difficult. Like once you get into it, it's manageable. Yeah, it's really nice. Like I've made like a project with it previously here. Let's see. I don't think it's here actually. I don't remember. But basically I've done a project with it that took like 5 months and I added this system. It was really nice to use. Like you can see your friends on Xbox when you're on Steam and things like this. So really nice crossplay. Alright, so let's get back here and go to weapons. And in the weapon base, that's what I did the recoil here. And okay, so for the recoil, it's the first time I'm doing it, so hopefully it's going to be good. Right now, like when you shoot, let me just play as one player for now. So now when you shoot, what I want to do is, when I shoot, it needs to stay on the same spot when it goes down. So it needs to go down on the same spot as before. As you can see, it goes down at like in a random spot when you stop shooting. So it doesn't go back, it keeps going down. So I need to fix this. I'm actually, let's see here. I have an old system. So I did this old recall system previously, and I think it had the fix. I just did it. I redid it here because the problem with this one is when the recoil goes down again, it was super slow. So I'm trying to redo this part again. So right now for the recoil system, we're running a timer, and then we're adding a pitch inputs to increase like the view of the player when you shoot, but when you stop shooting. So if you go back again, I'm actually just try something if this works already. So if I shoot and I go down, it stops. Yeah, that works. Okay, so this part is working. Stops the recoil. So this part here is what we need to work on. Yeah, it is. That is me. Yeah. All right. So we need to work on this part here. Calculate aim direction. I think I did the fix here. So whenever the recovery amount is, whenever the playback position. Yes, I am. I don't know. I need to fix this one because when you go down, basically what I did before is doing the recoil recovery amount. Let me see. How did you make the node lines so straight? You can basically do that by using this plugin. This plugin called Docker Nodes. Actually, not Docker Nodes, Electric Nodes. You can use this one. You can find it in the Epic Games marketplace. Really nice to use. So if I go back to the store, all the oops, not the store, library based Unreal Engine, marketplace, and you can search for electric nodes. Really nice to use actually. I use the electric nodes. This one here. Does not show electronic notes. That's what it's called. Electronic notes. So basically this one you can use, and he has also done this one that I bought called Docker Notes if you wish to use it as well. And it basically just makes everything Docker, as you can see. Like the notes look a bit different, and you can change like I don't know where it opened. Didn't open on my second monitor. Editor preferences. Here we go. You can basically change some settings here in the electronic notes, like how round the lines should be and things like this. And in the Docker notes, you can change like what the notes look like and the color and the font of everything and things like this. So really nice to use. The good thing about it is it organizes things, so I don't have to make reroute notes 24/7. Yeah, it looks a bit flatter than usually. All right, so let's see. Here's the recoil system. So we have a recovery amount here. Maybe we can use it like, let's try. So when I shoot, I do this recoil here, and I calculate the aim direction. And let us move this down for now. Okay, so let's use this one called recoil recovery amount. So we know how much it should go up again later on. And I'm basically going to set it to, I'm going to say the previous recoil recovery amount plus this one here, and then we can set it. I should change the music a bit. I think this is like looping for an hour. Let's try this one. Okay. So we're setting the recoil amount, and let's just print a string. Maybe I need to clamp this to a specific value so it doesn't go up forever. Okay, so it's a negative value. So we need to take the absolute value of this one. We don't want it to be negative. And all right. I think I need to clamp it at some point so it doesn't go up forever. So this one divided by this times -1 plus. Okay, so let's try to clamp. Let's see what we can do. Okay, let's just say this is a greater than, let's just try a static value for now and see how it works. It's greater than 2. Don't do anything. So if it is less than 2, you can go ahead and set the recoil amount. And if it is true, if it is above, we can just set this one to be 2. Let's try that. And so down here, yeah, so basically we don't want to do this if it is, I think I'll stop the recoil. Yeah, I need to stop this here because we don't need to keep adding to it. But it also doesn't look too good if I just stop it instantly. I don't think this is a good fix. Okay, the problem is right now is... Let's see here. Have a great day, Rafael. Thank you so much. Hello, Left Space. I use a plugin called Electronic Notes, which you can find in the Epic Games Marketplace as well. It basically makes the purpose of it is basically just making the lines like this here, so it's a bit more organized than before. And the same guy has made this one called Daka Notes as well, for making everything like looking a bit more flat, like the notes look more flat as well, called Daka Notes. So Electronic Notes and Daka Notes. I should try to apply. Yeah, it looks great. It's nice to use as well. I don't have to make too many rewrote notes, so I don't have to organize too much. Let's try. So for the player, I think in the base I added the new player. I need to apply the recoil here. I think this recoil system was good. However, I need to fix something here because I don't like how it's going down. If I remove this recoil system, I add this one. All right. So the recoil system is working here. I need to add like the muzzle, or the impact. I don't know why it's not spawning. Let's see why. So if I go to should be MC. No, not MC. Should be here the hit effects. Is it not playing? No, it's not playing. For some reason, I need to see why. So here we are hitting something, and by the way, how's my microphone and the music and so on? Is it good, or is the microphone peaking? Is it sounding bad? Let's see here. Sprint out here. Okay, it's not playing here either, so it's not even reaching at this point. So it's not having a blocking hit, visibility blocking hits. Let's just try this here. Yeah, I think I need... Whoops. I need to fix this here. Alright, so it's not even hitting anything for some reason. Is it even playing here? It should play. Okay, it is playing here. So applying recoil, subtracting, playing all of this, but it's not having a blocking hit for some reason. And it is hitting the visibility. Tracing visibility. Oh, it's this one. I don't know why the end location is added over here. That's why. Yeah, this one's crashing because I have that's whenever I put it on high settings. I need to stop doing that. I don't know, I need to fix my my OBS, I think, because OBS, every time I have OBS open and streaming, it will crash if I put it in high settings. I need to reduce the OBS settings, I believe. Put it on low again. and work with it like this for now. Alright, so everything is working, and the recoil, I think I'm happy with it, but the first shot is too extreme. Like, it goes up and down too quickly. That's what I need to fix right now. Okay, so what I want to do now is I need to fix the first bullet. I think it's having too much recoil. So I think if we have the first bullet playing, we need to apply less recoil. And I think it's here. I think if it's a higher number, it applies less. Yeah, so if it's a high number, it applies less. So what we can do is we can make a new variable called is first bullet, and we can play it from start here. Is first bullet, play from start, and we can take this and do a select float. If the first bullet, if that's true, we set it to, let's try, for example, let's try 3. Yeah, we need to set it to false as well. So if the first bullet, so we need to take this, say, is this the first bullet? If that is true, we need to set it to false. Yeah, maybe I don't need to do this. I don't know if it feels good or not. I have to try it. I think the recoil feels fine. I'll have to test it. I just need like bullet spread whenever you keep holding it. Like it should get worse and worse over time. So I need to do that. So here, for the bullet spread, then in the fire, I have the bullet spread here. But now the bullet spread depends on the amount of time you're holding the spray. Did you just crash? Really? Why? Try again. I don't know. I need to fix OBS. Every time I have OBS open, it crashes Unreal Engine. Let's see, it's opened here. All right, so yeah, it feels good. I need to change. Let's see. Maybe the first bullet is still annoying me. It's a bit too heavy. Maybe. But what we need to do is... Let's see here. Yeah, I think this is fine now. So there's a small bug now where you, when you shoot one time. So when I shoot once, it will not go back to the same position as previously. So here, yeah, maybe we can do like when the playback position is super low, we can make it go down slower. Just like under 0.1, under 0.1. Right, I think this is the one causing the issue actually. So let's just go back. Yeah, it's basically it's like a low poly shooter I'm trying to do. Like not really Counter-Strike, but just a mix of Counter-Strike, maybe like something fun like Garry's Mod. Well, the graphics are like what is it called? Like Battle Bit, low poly style. But right now the graphics is super low, that's why it looks so bad, but it looks like this, like usually. Like this here with the shadows and so on. But I'm lowering or running with low options just because I'm streaming and it's crashing sometimes. So I'm putting on that. See, so right now I'm doing the recoil system and it's almost finished, but I don't like how it's going down so fast. 0.25. Maybe we can do like 0.25 at times 0. And then we can add a new one. Let's try this just for fun. Right. 0.3. Maybe like 2. Okay, it's going down a bit too slow. So say, for example, 0.75 here, and maybe down here, say 0.2. It's a bit too slow still. 0.5 maybe. Still a bit too slow. 0.3. And this one 0.2, 0.15 maybe was better. Yeah, I think it's a bit better now. Okay, I think it looks good. Okay. Is this Fortnite? I wish. And I was like a low poly shooter. Basically something like Counter-Strike, but also something with like fun game modes, like Garry's Mod if you've played it before. So having like capture the flag and you know, just whatever fun game mode I want to add to the game. So it's just a mix. I just reduce the graphics here. So it basically looks like this, as it's a like a low poly shooter game. I'm just running on low graphics right now because it's crashing the. Thank you, thank you. It's crashing the OBS like streaming software. I need to fix that. So I'm running on low graphics. It's basically just a low poly shooter. I'm not trying to make it too serious like Counter-Strike, but I want to add like fun game modes as well. Like I don't know what other one than capture the flag right now to think about it. But right now I'm working on the recoil. I think it's feeling a bit better than before. I just need to fix the numbers a bit. But feels good right now. So I need to fix the muzzle flash right now. The muzzle flash is flying a bit under. But feels beginning to feel good right now. Like the shooting, the walking. Feels nice. Alright, so I also want to add like fun weapons. Whatever I can find, like a minigun and things like this. Okay, let's actually change the music. I think we've been listening to this for the past 100 years. Alright. So the next thing I need to do is so the recoil is fine now, I believe. I'm just not satisfied, I think, with the first bullet. Like the recoil is too harsh. 。 I also need to make like the bullet spread a bit more when you keep shooting, so over time. Let's see how we do this. So in the weapon base we have the recoil. I think we can do it from the time we hold the fire weapon function here. So basically here. And you can add it, so whenever I fire the weapon, it's running on the servo. I think we can do it, let's print those and see what it prints actually. So last time I know that this one I don't think we can use here. Yeah, we can't choose this one. This one we can. But I don't know if it's too relevant right now. Yeah. And maybe we need to make a new function inside of here called set bullet spread. So we have one called get bullet spread. And we need to make a new one called set bullet spread, depending on this here, this recoil. So let's see how we can do this. So we have the recoil timeline and we have like the elapsed time. Yeah, maybe we can do it like depending on the recoil recovery amount. Or yeah, we can give it a try. So depending on this one, let's just make a new one here called let's take this one down here. Hello, how are you? I'm not sure what it says. I don't read. I think Turkish you've written. Let's say set bullet spread, and I think it depends on how are you doing, man? I'm doing great. I hope you're having a nice day. Let's set it. Oops. I don't know where I should do this. I think I should do this out here. Give it a try.
Oh, it's good to see you again. Pull up a chair by the hearth.
Play this. Let's give it a try. Let's just call it set with server set bullet spread. And what we can do is, so depending on, it depends on this recoil amount. So let's give it a try. Let's take the owning player and let's say CL set, oops, not this one, SRV actually, set bullet spread, and it depends on the float value. Not bullet, it's recoil. So recoil. Recovery amount. Okay. And what we can do is let's see what we can do is we can have it like as a multiplier. So let's go inside of here. Just copy all of this. This one, spawn projectile. I'm actually going to delete this for now. We can use it later. Okay, so right now we want to do this here. And bullet end location. Yeah, we need that one. What we can do is we can basically set a multiplier here, and we can say this bullet spread multiplied by whatever number we set here. Just give it a try. Promote this to a variable, and let's call this one bullet spread multiplier, and set it to replicated, of course. And we can just give it a try and see what happens. So this one, which you have here, and then here, and then the last one. So basically this one actually for all of this we can set it back in the function. I should have done it here instead. Let's just do this really quickly and see if it works. If it doesn't, and switch back. And basically we need to set it back as well here. Okay, so it's 100. Let's actually see what this prints out right now. Okay, it's not too much. Of course, we need to actually multiply it by 100 or 1,000 just to have like a lot more and see what happens. Yeah, now it's super high. Okay, we need to multiply it, so let's try 100 for now. And you also need to clamp it so it doesn't go too crazy. Alright. Let's multiply it by 3. Okay, it works. But we need to clamp it, else it's going to go super crazy if you keep shooting. Okay, nice, nice. I think multiplied by 2. If you add class, for example, gun in data table, I want the access that will give me all the class or... If you add class, for example, gun in data table, I want the access data table. It will give you like... Do you mean like... Let me just turn down the music a bit. So do you mean like if you access the data table, if it only gives you like one line here, so it only gives you the AK, for example? Or if it only gives you the M4? So basically, so it's all of this right now. So for each weapon, change this here. So for each weapon, it contains all of this here, all of this information. And basically, what you do is when you try to access something inside of the data table, you tell it what you need to access. So, for example, let's say for the weapons. So for the weapon, I can say get item in or get weapon info. That's what I just made. Like I made a function here to access the data table row here, depending on what weapon name it is. So basically, if I write, let's say M4A1 here, and I say break, it will access all of the information for the M4A1 only. So only for this row here. BP player size maps. Do you want to see the blueprint itself? So I've divided all of this into sections. So right now this one is inside of the fire and reload animation graph. I also have like the basic event graph here, and I also have the pick up, equip and drop items over here as well. I have also health and damage over here. I haven't done too much right now inside of here. And basically I've collapsed a lot of them into functions, so you have to double click on this one. It will take you to another function, which is the firing logic. So I've also collapsed things into functions as well. So basically when you double click on this one, it will take you to this one as well. But I started like not too long ago, so I haven't done much. This is like 1 week or 2 weeks, I think. I think 2 weeks, probably. Alright, so for this one, let's see how quickly it goes, like when I shoot. Okay, I think it should go a bit faster, so maybe ×3. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, that is way too quickly. If you want the blueprint, how much space it takes up in the game? Oh, I see. If you find the blueprint in the map context browser and right click and show the size map among the options there. Oh, I didn't know. Let's try. Let's give it a try. Oops, not this one. That's the old one. And then size map. Interesting. I've never seen it before. Item base. I'm just trying to understand the information. Memory size. This size. Game only. Item base. Oh, so that's how much. Yeah, maybe it's a big problem. I'll see what I can do. So how do you reduce the size? Because it's I haven't done much, so it's weird that it's so high. How can you reduce the disk size? So the item base, BPI item base. I suggest you check the things that appear here. It seems like something is... Yeah, something's wrong because it's a very new game, so it's very weird that it takes up this much. Also, this one, this is what is this down here what takes the most? So all of this is down here. Is it the data table? You can scroll. Oh, I see. Hello, Alexi, how are you? Interesting, I didn't know actually. That's pretty cool. So, just to understand it, I'll just change it to a more calm music. Just to understand, is it like this one up here, the BPI item base? Does it take much space, or does it take like 0 basically, because from here to here it's 0? DT weapon info is 365. I see. But is the BPI item base, is it 405 or is it 0? Because from item base to item base here, it's basically 0. Weapon info. Okay, so so basically it's like all the visual effects, I think, that's taking up too much space. Like the visual effects, if I understand correctly. So I have visual effects here inside of the data table. Maybe that is what's causing the issue. Like here in the AK, I have all of these visual effects. Maybe that's what's causing the issue. I think this problem, do you use class? I'm using blueprint interfaces to reference. Class references. Yeah, class references, I use that to spawn things. So basically to spawn like the weapon itself. Let me actually try to... What if I click here? And I remove all of this. Let's try it. Let's try to remove all of this. Just to see what it says. I just want to see. Okay, let's click on Control Z. Let's try again. Oh, so that's what the problem is, right? Like all of the effects. Yeah, I don't know. It's actually interesting. I didn't know. I see. I see. That's basically the visual effects. Interesting. Yeah, I need to reduce those. That's the problem. That's really nice to know, actually. I didn't know that. Thank you so much. I had no idea. But that's nice to know. So right now the data table is like... where is the data table? There's the structure. You know, asset manager? I think I've been in there before. Let me just... let me bring all of those back for now. I can try to fix it later. So I need to fix all of those. Asset manager. How do you get into the asset manager? Is it up here somewhere? Yeah, I've only done like optimization, like through the level and things like that, but not really file wise. Yeah, the effects needs to be fixed. I think they're taking up too much space. Just estimating the project settings. Asset manager. Oh, here. Okay. And what do you see in here? Asset manager. Settings for Horizon framework, which is overload. Game specific asset types. Primary asset rules on the cook should. Yeah, what do you add in here? Cook rule. This directories to exclude. You can use the Niagara effects externally by adding them here, but you need to remove the Niagara effects from the data table. I'm trying to see how can I add them. You can use the external. How can I add them externally? Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for explaining. I have never tried it. I've never tried it before. Um. Oh, these are like the classes that you can add, not really the effects themselves. I see. You can add like specific assets and directories. So specific assets you can add here. So when you add things externally, does it reduce like the size of the game? I've never seen it before actually. I need to Google it. But it is interesting. First you create data assets. Okay. Let's just give it a try here, just for fun. I think miscellaneous data assets. And it needs to be blueprint primary data assets. Okay. Let's call it BP test assets. Okay. I see. What do we need to do with it? Right now, add Niagara. So as a variable? Alright. Alright. Okay. What do you need to do next? And create data asset and select this class. Yeah, let's try. And then we need to select like the effect. Let's see what effect I'm using. Um, let's try the grass one. Like bullet impact. Grass. Let's try this one. Okay. Now it's added. Then go to asset manager. And then what here? Add primary asset type. Alright, I added one here. And then basically selecting our test BP test asset. Test asset. And then like this here. Which directory do I need to choose? Just a random one? So just a random directory. Alright, I'll add it here. Send the content. Let's add it to a folder here called test. Give it a try. Okay, sure. Alright, like this. Now it's added. So what's going to do now? Right now you can call the BP this asset. Okay. So where do I call this now? Like, yeah, now I need to use the VFX. Now I can call the negative effect in blueprint. Okay, let's go to try. Let's see. Okay, so basically it's down here where I shoot the weapon and it spawns the effect. So how do I do this here now? With this one added inside of the project settings. It's interesting. I've never seen it before actually. Get primary asset ID list. Interesting. Get primary asset ID list. Test assets. Print function's name. Okay, so what do I do with this now? Async load. Async load primary. Primary asset list. Okay. Oh, so it's here. Okay, I see. So get primary asset list, async load, asset list. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, is this a Niagara effect right now? But how do I so attach? Okay, I see. Let's see here. Interesting. Here's this one here actually. This one is attached. Muzzle flash fire. Where's the hit effect? Weapon hit effects. It's basically here. Spawn system at location. This is BP test object right now. Oh, really? Cost to BP test assets. Oh, and now I can get it from here. I see, now I can get it. The effect, I can get it here. And I can use it. Hello Pixel, do you have any idea, Circles, how to make platformer? How to make a platformer game? It's actually not on Udemy because they removed it because of copyright. I don't know why they removed it of copyright. Because like all of the assets are available online. It's like free assets, but they think it's copyright, so they removed it for some reason. But it's available on my website if you wish to get it there. I see it. Okay. So basically you can get like here you can have a data list of all the effects you need to use. I see. Am I supposed to customize this? Yeah, I can see how you can play with this. Are they actually using this in the Lyra projects? Now I'm interested to take a look. Interesting. I didn't know you could do this. Pretty cool. Nice. Async load primary asset list, and then you can get it here. I see, I see. Yeah, do they actually use it here? Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. I didn't know it. I've never seen it before. Actually, see if they use it here. Just to be curious. If I search for. So what did we use? We used the primary asset ID list. Yeah, they use it too as well. Pretty cool. Never seen it before actually. So for example, let's see what they use it with. Things, and this is very. Yeah, I like having like I focus a lot on performance, but usually like the most things I've done is like fixing the performance like in the game itself. Here like in the optimization view modes and fixing the performance here, the nanite and lumen and so on. But I've never also trying to do good code here, so I never do loops like unnecessarily. But I've never really seen this before actually. The primary asset list. Pretty cool. Async load. Yeah, that's nice. Get string setting, game mode. Advertised experience ID, get. Oh, let's actually check if it's working or not. Just give it a try like this. It's probably not a good idea to to do it like this, but let's see if it works at least. No, it's not showing something. Did we add the effects? We added the data list. Megara. We added it here. Oh, and it's completed, I think. It's completed? Let's actually just print the string, see if it does something. It doesn't print anything here. Does it print something here? Okay, it prints here, so this is working. And let's see if this is printing something. Okay, this one is not printing, so it's not casting correctly. For some reason. So this one is not casting correctly. You may need to add for each loop asset manager. Yeah, this object name is not showing. Asset manager. What do you say? You may need to add for each loop asset manager. Example. Actually, just see. I think load primary assets completed. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm probably going to learn more about it here. Just seeing what they're doing here. It was actually supposed to act. I mean, it looks correct. It doesn't look wrong. I don't know why it's not working. So it's completing here, but uh, it's completing here, but it's not getting this. I don't know why. The for each loop, it's getting 0 from here. So if I get the length of it, I print the string. See the length of it. So the length is 0, so it doesn't have anything right now. Add asset manager to the for each loop completed section. Asset manager. Which one? Add asset manager for the complete section. Maybe this function. Yeah, I'm not sure. I actually want to see the. I'm just taking a look at their examples. So for each loop, so here, Lyra user face experience definition. Okay, it's pretty cool. So they have the gameplay QRefs as well as a reference. Gameplay QRefs. Interesting. I'm trying to learn what they are doing here as well. This one, Lyra user face experience. Let's see actually in the project settings. In the asset manager. So the Lyra user face. Let's try actually another one. I'm interested in seeing the other ones. Let's try this one just to see. So we're adding this one, the asset type. Why is not going there? Interesting. Directories, UI temp, system playlist, lobby background, action sets. Lyra game data. Yeah, sure. Let me know if it works. It's pretty interesting. Uh, didn't know it before actually. Oops, let's see. So they have something called map. Primary asset label, game feature data. What is this one? Unused. Lyra experience definition. Yeah, I'm interested in knowing like when they are using effects, where they are using those. So for example, let's see here where their effects are. Physics, legal, gameplay effects, damage. So their gameplay abilities. Okay. Effects. Animation notifies, blueprints, camera curves, effect types. Particles, Niagara modules. Particles, impacts. Okay, so they have them here, so now I'm just interested in knowing where they're actually using all of this. So gun pad pickup, for example. Or impacts, concrete. Show in Explorer. Oh, wait, it's not in Explorer. Show reference viewer. Okay, so it's used in this one. Sort of B weapon impacts. So fire, add fake projectile data. Spawn activate weapon fire effect. Spawn activate weapon impact system. Impact system. Yeah, somewhere here, probably. So they're not adding it into a data table. Interesting. Yeah, maybe I need to do this as well. The problem right now is I don't think it's the cost, because here when I see the length of this one, it's 0, so it's not getting anything here. So the length is 0 of this one. I don't know why. All right, so for now, let's see what I need to do now. I need to yeah, it needs to be more punishing, I think, the bullet spread, else it's not really doing much. So let's try 3. I think 3 was too much. Maybe 2.5 should be the number. Or 3. 3 is good. Let's try 4 just for fun. That's too much bullet spread. Let's say, I think 3 is fine. Because the first bullets, I don't want too much bullet spread. It needs to be good. Okay, so I also need to adjust the weapon bullet spread here. Yeah, but it's pretty cool that you told me about the size map. It's really nice to know that you can reduce all of this. That's basically all of the effects that's taking up the space. Let's try okay, so if I increase the multiplier, let's say this one is 50. So this one is also going to affect it. But it's going to increase like slowly. So this one is basically just stopping it from going crazy. So I think 5 is a good number for this one. If I just keep shooting, it's going to make it stop from going too crazy. This one is how fast it goes up. I think 2, maybe this one's 6. Okay, it looks better, so maybe 2.5. I think it's not too punishing enough if it's too low. Okay. I think it's looking better. 2.5 is good, 6 is good as well. Let's try, for example, if I just have the initial shots, how crazy it goes. Okay, it's looking good so far. Okay, it's feeling nice. Maybe just reduce it slightly. 2.25 or maybe 2. Let's try 2 and see what it feels like. Hello, Akash, how are you? Nice. The one on YouTube. I hope it was useful. Yeah, I did. It's a pretty quick one that I did for 2D games. There wasn't really many 2D tutorials on YouTube, so I figured I would create one. I hope it was useful, even though it's a bit like a simple beginner one. First time trying UE5 and it shows. Thank you so much. Yeah, I tried to explain it to, like it's the first time you're watching on Unreal Engine 5. Because I know a lot of people come in here like they've never used it before. So it's always nice to start from the beginning. Yeah, there's a lot of too long tutorials. Also, when I watch something, I want to learn something new. There's like the tutorial is usually 1 hour when it takes like 15 minutes to explain. Right now I'm trying to do the recoil system. So I don't want the bullet spread to be too much when I spray in the beginning. So let's just reduce this one. So right now the bullet spread is 50. Let's try 30. I'll be following more UE5 tutorials to learn more. Yeah, just keep going, and it's very easy to learn, like if you just keep going. It's not too difficult, because you basically do the same thing every day. So it should be easy to learn. I think we can have like the bullet spread to be 75. And the multiplier should be a bit less. I don't want it to shoot too much, like have too much spread in the beginning. But then it should go crazy afterwards. I want to learn the blueprints, get my C++ programming. I think you should just change this. I think you should learn blueprints first, like be really good at it first. And maybe also release a game on Steam with blueprints only. Because you can do basically any game you wish to make, you can do that with blueprints. So you technically don't need C++ in the beginning. You can do anything, like whatever you wish. Inventories, dropping items, taking items, leveling experience, like in-game shops, anything like you can do with blueprint. You don't really need C++. And I think after you have released a game with blueprints, you can start learning C++. It will also get a lot easier for you because you'll be combining C++ with the blueprint. So they're basically combined together, and not you're not really going to use only C++. So we're going to combine blueprint nodes with C++. So it's really nice to yeah, it's very robust. Like you can do any game, like whatever you're thinking of right now, you can basically do it with blueprint. Yeah, I don't feel I think this spread is too much right now. For blueprint, I mean, you can go through my tutorials, of course. If you haven't seen my website, you can go to my website, gameinstruct.com. If you want other tutorials, you can go to... I think I started on Udemy, basically. I just went on Udemy and searched for... I searched for Unreal Engine blueprints. But basically, like some instructors, like they teach you some wrong things sometimes, but you'll catch up. Like if once you get better at blueprint, you'll see what things that are wrong to do and you shouldn't do and things like this. But I think just learning in the beginning is fine, whatever. tutorial you find. And you should basically just pay attention to like the tools you use in blueprints, not really the method. Like, it's not about creating an inventory system, but more like the tools you use for it, because you can use the same tools to create other things with it. Yeah, I mean, you can go through it. Like, I try to teach like everything in good practice, not really some random coding. Usually on like tutorials on YouTube, people try to make the videos as short as possible, so they also like they exclude all the good code. They just give you like the fast answer, and it's not really the best way to do it. Even though it works, you'll have problems with the game later on. So usually YouTube, like, they teach you a lot of wrong stuff. Yeah, because usually like on YouTube, most of the developers or the not really developers, the YouTubers, they don't really have experience. Like, they haven't released a game before, but they just know that simple mechanic they're teaching you, and they're using some like wrong method to do it. Like, you can do it in a better way, more optimized way as well. News for the past 4 years. Yeah, I think it will help you a lot. Because when I started on Unreal Engine, I didn't have any experience before. I only had experience with things like Photoshop and things like this, not really programming. So it was a bit more difficult to learn. Like, I didn't know what array was, I didn't know anything, so it was a bit more difficult to learn. Alright, I think this is good. So the bullet spread is working now as well. Hello, Press. I'm working on a low poly shooter. Basically like Counter-Strike, but not really. It's more like a fun game style, like Garry's Mod, if you've played it before. Like Capture the Flag and things like this. So just a low poly shooter game. You can also think of it as the Battle Bit low poly shooter game. So just a mix of everything right now. So right now I'm just working on their shooting system, the recoil. I think I just finished actually. So you can see the weapon like moving around when you move. And also when I move my mouse, it moves a bit. And shooting right now, I just made the recoil system. So when you shoot, normally it doesn't spread much. But if you keep shooting, the bullets will spread a bit more. Like this. I think I can reduce this multiplier to 8. I think 8.5 is too much. Yeah, but right now I'm playing on low settings because usually it crashes when I play on Epic when I am streaming. I need to fix this. It looks a bit better when I'm playing on high, but it will crash. You can see the shadows and everything. It looks a lot better. But for some reason it crashes when I'm on OBS. Game feel stuff. Yeah, like I'm trying to make it feel good. So I'm trying to make the recoil feel good here. Lowering the music a bit. So I'm just having a feel for the recoil, if it feels good to play. So I'm not really worried about the game modes right now. I'm just trying to get the basics done and how it feels. I think there's too much bullet spread right now. So maybe we can reduce this slightly. 2.5 I think is fine. Maybe it's good. I think it's good. I think it's fine. Maybe it's fine. If you keep spraying, it will go crazy. Alright. I think that's it for the recoil. Looks fine. So it will feel a lot better when you add like sound effects and things like this. Let's save everything. Alright, I think I'll end it here. It's been 3 hours. I'll take a break. Maybe I'll be on later, but for now I think it's good. The shooting system is basically finished, I believe. I need to make a... yeah, the music doesn't really fit with the shooter game from RuneScape. I think the shooting is done. I need to make a good recoil system. Not recoil, the crosshair system. And also the muzzle flash is a bit down. It needs to follow the weapon. So that needs to be fixed as well. But I think that's it for now. I'll be off, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll be on later or tomorrow probably. You too, thank you. Have a nice day.